What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing some funnel hacking of some local affiliate SEO sites that I have seen recently, and a lot of these are nationally focused sites. So there's some things to pick up on and also some things to not do based on some of these sites. And of course, wearing a funnel hacking t-shirt, because I don't even know if you can do funnel hacking unless you are wearing a ClickFunnels t-shirt. All kidding aside, I don't even use ClickFunnels at this point in time. I did use it a couple years back for a little while, but it was not up to par with what I had needed it for at that point in time. I might use it in the future, but hey, they gave me the free shirt, so why not? And if you're brand new to my channel or brand new to internet marketing, all this sort of stuff, or even never heard of funnel hacking, it's basically going through and looking at someone else's business and assessing what they're doing, and then some people will just straight up copy what they're doing, what that existing business does, but what an actual ethical funnel hacker would essentially do is go through and see, okay, they're doing this, so I'm going to do this as well, but I'm going to put my own twist on it. So that's what I would recommend that you do with some of these sites that we take a look at here. So let's hop into my computer and get a look at some of these sites, and you guys are going to start to see some weird similarities, so let's just get into it. Now we're over here at a super low competition keyword, dethatching in Brook Park, and this is a super small town in northern Minnesota. Population is probably like 100 people, something like that. Dethatching is another service that is a very narrow window of time, so it's not in demand all year. There's a good bit of a demand for it in the early spring, but if you were to go to Google and type in dethatching near me, you would not have a very big search volume compared to something like lawn mowing near me or grass cutting or tree removal near me. It's going to be way smaller. It's just not that big of a demand for this particular service, though there is still lots of traffic for it. So I also started seeing some of these other sites showing up here. For example, with leaf removal with our Champlin Lawn Care site, when I was ranking that, I was looking at some of these other websites here, and I see this CJW Landscape, and I'm thinking, okay, is this a local company? I mean, my landscape company was called MJW Landscape Contracting, so almost half of my old company's name is right here. So what's up with this? And obviously the Sabus Outdoor, Green Guard, Northern Roots, these are all local companies. So I took a look at the CJW site, and that's what we're going to take a look at right here. And it looks decent. I mean, it doesn't really look anything out of the ordinary, but then here's what I saw that really stood out, and this is where you see some of these similarities, is that if we zoom in below this contact form, you will see that it states right here, content doesn't require a purchase service. Okay. You may be matched with one of our trusted partners, Home Advisor. By using the service, you're agreeing to Home Advisor's TOS and privacy policy. So boom, this is a Home Advisor local affiliate SEO site. So if we go here to, if we just do cjwlandscape.com, it's like the same thing with hardly any content. So I'm really kind of shocked as to how many rankings this particular page has, because if we go here, or this site rather, not necessarily this particular page, but they have almost 16,000 indexed pages, which is just, that's a massive website. So I want to go through, let's just go to page 10, see if some of these city pages show up here. So get hydro seeding, here we go, for a tiny town in Pennsylvania. And you can see it's just super basic here. And obviously they are, again, picking from the low-hanging fruit, which is something you definitely want to do, especially if you're going with a national site like this. But if you're using Magic Page plugin for your national site and you start using the dynamic backlink builder, if you also build your own links, you're going to be able to start ranking for some of these more competitive keywords. But either way, this one kind of stands out a little bit in terms of the volume of it. But when we come back over here to dethatching Brook Park, let's take a look at this Bob's Lawn Dethatching, because I initially saw this and I thought, was this a local guy that just, he only offers dethatch? And for a moment, I was like, okay, that makes no sense. It does not make sense as a business model at all to only offer that. So we come down over here and you'll see just some little bit of content, a photo and just some other links to stuff. But then if we come over here to this contact form, when we zoom in, scroll down a little bit, actually we'll zoom out one more thing. You see here, same exact policy here as Home Advisor. I'm guessing this is what Home Advisor informs their affiliates to put beneath their contact forms, and it's the same exact thing. So it's another Home Advisor affiliate site. So you see how this one looks, and make sure you put that into your mind. And then we go over here to Smith Landscapers. We go to Jim's Power Raking. This one here I checked out. This is an actual local company not located anywhere near Brook Park, Minnesota at least. This one's somewhere else. I don't know where, maybe Ohio or something. But so there's Bob's. We come over here to Smith's. You see how identical it is? Just straight up, just copied over. I mean, it's almost this content is almost the exact same thing. So I don't know if this is one guy that's doing this with multiple sites, or if it is a group of people, or who knows what. But close out of that, gyms, and you see this, and we come over here to JW lawn dethatching, and this one looks a little bit different in terms of the design and that sort of stuff. But then another one that I had come across as well, and you can see the similarities here with this sprinkler blowout pros. I honestly think this is probably the same person. So it was something that was kind of surprising for me to see. And one thing that I have to make sure that you guys understand is that affiliate networks are not going to like if there's some type of name in the domain. I mean, the domain's fine. It's one thing if it's, especially if it's an expired domain, it's giving you traffic because you have the rankings that are going to show up quicker. But when you have Bob's here in the logo and someone comes through and all of a sudden they're talking with Four Seasons Outdoor Services or whatever, some other company that has a completely different name, that's going to raise some eyebrows. They're going to be wondering what's going on here. And that's just not a good look, and it's a good way to get your account essentially shut down with an affiliate network. So I would highly recommend not doing this when it comes to these sites. You can have the branded sites, but make it something super generic, like local, like what I have for one of my sites, Local Outdoor Services, or for another one you could do just Midwest Lawn Care. I mean, we're obviously looking at lawn care, so it's easy for me to come up with names, but you get the idea. Something that has some branding to it, but make it location-based, not someone's name or Smith Landscapers. I would be so confused if I was someone looking for a lawn service or landscape, whatever. I see Smith Landscapes, and obviously I'm someone who's very, very well versed in what websites look legit and what ones that are actually an offline company and what ones are not. Because obviously if we come over here to, let's come over here to Northern Roots, and you can see this is their Champlin page. If we come over to their homepage, I mean, it's very easy to tell that they are a company that actually does business offline. Now, there's nothing wrong with any of this. I'm just saying you want to make sure that your website looks trustworthy. But when you go with a company's name like this, a Smith Landscape, or like these guys here are Northern Roots, you don't want the person that's visiting your site to think that they are going to be getting in touch with someone named Smith Landscapers. Because then if that person reaches out to the affiliate network or they say something on the phone, if it is in fact a pay-per-call offer, and they hear that this is a completely different company, they're either going to hang up or they'll complain, and you don't want to have a complaint come through with something like that. So anyway, some things to take in note. If you want to take a look at these sites, just type in dethatching for any small town. I guarantee you'll see a bunch of these all through here, and you'll start to see some similarities through all these other ones. And then actually I just clicked this ad that was right here, Meet Matt Services. So this is rather interesting. Something tells me that this one is probably another one as well, because it just links to Facebook and Twitter. That's another dead giveaway with some of these, is that they won't even have a social profile created. This photo I know is a stock photo from a manufacturer of this dethatching unit, which is mounted on the front of a mower. So I know I'm kind of just rambling here, but it was just, actually, you can tell right here, if we zoom in, that submitting this request, you authorize in up to 4 home service companies. So again, a local affiliate site, pretty easy to tell that. So anyways, enough of my rambling. If you guys want to check out some of these sites, just scroll through and just see what they're doing. Another one you can take a look at is this JensenBrothers.com. This is a company that I actually know of someone who has a similar company name, and I thought this was them. And then I clicked on it and I saw that it was dead on with some of these other ones. And this is one we didn't even take a look at yet, but it's the same thing. It's just targeting leaf removal. So some things to take away from these. These guys are targeting, this guy's running ads, whoever's running this particular site. Maybe it is all one person doing this, but they're targeting low-hanging fruit, with that being the sole focus of that site. And 2 other things to really take note is if you're going to be building out a site with either CityPage Pro for a directory, you're going to want to make sure that it is just honed in on one single service, and maybe even have that service name somewhere in the domain. If you're going to be doing this on Magic Page plugin, where you want to have some unique content versus just a directory, you're going to want to really focus on just one single service to have all your pages be all about. If it's going to be all about lawn care, it's got to be a lawn care site. If it's going to be about mowing, it's got to be that. If it's going to be about pipe repair, it's just pipe repair. You don't want to be trying to group together landscaping and design. You want to just, rather than take that whole category, you want to grab one of those sub-services beneath it and make a site all about that. So then when you take that national, you can rank for some of these low-hanging keyword or low-hanging fruit type of keywords. And one last thing to know is that none of these particular sites here that we just took a look at were WordPress, which I thought was rather interesting. So anywho, take that for what it is. Take a look at some of their sites and see what they're doing, and take a look at some of their indexing and that sort of stuff. There's some good things to take away from this, mainly the thing of not using a name or branding that isn't location or broad based, because again, that can not be good with an affiliate network. So that's one of the biggest things to take away. And of course, if you're going to be building out sites that are going to be nationally focused with either City Page Pro, you're definitely going to want to make sure that one is built towards one single service. So if it's lawn care, it's lawn care. If it is aerating, it's just aerating. Same thing with Magic Page plugin. If you're going to be doing that, build out a site that's all about maybe the top nationwide aeration, or nationwide aeration. Focus in on just one single keyword, because that's what those softwares allow you to do best, is build out a page. I'll be doing some upcoming videos here on the channel with that software targeting the snow removal niche, with a new site that I have not even started building with WordPress yet. So be sure to go down below and smash that subscribe so you know when those videos start coming out, as well as all the other content I share here on my channel. If you got this far into the video, I'd appreciate if you went down below, dropped a like on this video. Lets me know that you guys like these types of videos with just taking a look at some of the search results and funnel hacking, if you will. So with that said, if you want to get guided step-by-step training on how to build a website, rank it in the organic search results, and monetize it with a local affiliate SEO offer, there's a link down below to both of our courses where you can get access to a mini course as well as a full-scale course where we go super in-depth with building out the sites and doing a whole lot more in-depth with SEO. And if you want to check out City Page Pro and Magic Page plugin, there are links to both of them right down below. Both offer super cheap trials where you can test them out and see if you like the software or not before you have to pay anything. So with that said, if you have any other questions, be sure to leave a comment below. I try my best to answer every one of them that comes through. So I will see you guys in the next video.